This game broke me a few days ago. Don't get me wrong, the game is amazing. For a gacha game, it has story plot rival that of masterpieces like Final Fantasy Tactics back in the age of PlayStation 1. To start off, Sword of Convallaria is a strategy-based game. They have story mode, PvP mode, and a third mode which I like to call the alternate universe story mode. In this alternate universe story mode, you control your silent protagonist and embark in a journey of what-ifs, meaning your actions and choices have consequences and will affect the path that branches out to multiple endings. I believe there is no such thing as a good ending or a bad ending. I believe in an ending that the benefits outweigh the drawbacks, because in a war, there is no justice, regardless of who wins. In my first playthrough, I had an option to choose between 3 factions to side with. After taking on the role as the leader for a mercenary group, unfortunately, I picked my first faction by accident, unable to undo it. So I went on with my accidental choice. There were a lot of deaths, my people suffered losses, and I had to sacrifice myself alongside a waifu for the sake of a temporary peace. The ending sucked, cause I was really not fond of this faction from the beginning. Then in my second and third playthrough, I chose various other factions and path. I got some sort of decent ending for both. The third one implies war might rage again, and when it comes, our protagonist and the waifu will rise up to protect the people again with the power of friendship. And then comes my fourth playthrough, the beginning of my
emotional damage.
I sided with the faction of the current ruler of the country. Rumors said the current ruler is a ruthless prince that will do anything to win the war, while sacrificing or using others for the benefit of the kingdom and people. At least he's not a total sack of shit, because he still thinks of his people. That's my opinion. So, I kept my guard up when doing missions for him. I've already expected betrayal, or our protagonist being discarded, or labeled traitor once the war is over. Which I'm partially correct. In the early part of the story, this prince wants our protagonist to recruit the Beast Man tribe that lives in the mountains and serve the kingdom as an ally during the war. Of course, we went ahead with it, because I agree with Maitar. These fox girls can dance, they can sing really well, and acts as an insane archer DPS or support. But it wasn't easy to gain their trust, thanks to a long history between the kingdom and their tribe. Apparently, in the ancient wars, the Fox Girl tribe and the kingdom were allies. They were betrayed, forced to relocate to the mountains, and tipped off to an ally merchant state, only to be captured and sold as slaves. They have every right to doubt the kingdom. However, thanks to our protagonist's efforts, they decided to give the Swords of Convallaria their trust and support. After that, we secured a tribe full of fox girls and another mercenary group with an overpowered leader. Somewhere before a decisive battle, the prince got an anonymous tip that the enemy is preparing to ambush a crucial place, which undoubtedly will turn the tide of the war. So our protagonists were ordered to defend that place and foil the ambush setup. However, this will leave our Fox Girl tribe and mercenary allies to fend for themselves at the main battleground. The mission also had an extra clause, clearly stating that taking too long to complete the mission will have consequences. This means if our protagonist didn't complete the mission in a specific number of rounds, they might not make it in time to save our allies. It should have been a stressful mission, because I need to wrap up in X number of turns. But I was well prepared, and I think I cheesed the mission. Rushing back to our allies, I had to witness the Fox Girl tribe leader went down with her bow. After the battle, our protagonist walks around the aftermath of the battlefield, dead bodies of fallen allies around. It could be a total massacre, should our protagonist didn't make it in time. And our prince made an appearance there, informing us that we're close in winning the war. And I thought, at what expense? Later we learned that the remaining fox girls were captured and being sold as slaves. If this didn't broke my heart already, an acquaintance merchant came to our base and offered a trade. 30,000 gold for the lives of all the slaves he bought. I had around 26 and was given a week time to prepare the coins. I thought to myself, I can get that 30,000 gold coins. I can save my fox girls. Or so I thought I was. During that week, the prince ordered our protagonist to go and seize properties from noble families that disobeyed the kingdom. Earnings from the seizure will be given to the kingdom at the end of the week, and some portion will be given to Swords of Convallaria. At the end of the week, I have a whopping 43,000 gold, and I should have enough to pay our fox girls off slavery. Or so I thought I was. The prince demanded the payment of 15,000 gold for the property seizure missions. I was devastated, as I am left with 28,000 gold, 2,000 short to buy the freedom of the fox girls. The merchant came and asked if our protagonist have the money. The option to pay was not selectable because we don't have the 30,000 gold coins. I was begging for an alternative, a secret option. Maybe our protagonist can save the fox girls by force. I was ready to make an entire merchant state an enemy of Sword of Convallaria. But then the news came. The fox girl who believed in the protagonist were killed for an attempt to free her remaining kind. And she still believed in us. Till the end. Not only I failed them, they must felt betrayed again from the same kingdom that ruined their ancestors. Ages ago, I withdrew from the story mode and decided to start all from the beginning after I recovered from this. Next time, I will save them. Unless it's one of those destined to be that way. Thank you for watching. I'm off to cuddle my neighbor's cat.